Hello there, IELTS students, and in this lesson we'll be looking at essential synonyms for IELTS Writing Task 2. Synonyms are going to help you expand the range of your vocabulary, which in turn will hopefully allow you to score higher band scores for your Task 2 essay. So probably best we remind ourselves, what are synonyms? Synonyms are words that have almost the same or very similar meanings. So sometimes it can be the same, but generally not exact. Overall, very similar meanings. Let's take a look at an example. Here we have a teacher. Synonyms of teacher would be instructor, mentor, and tutor. Now, just to show you that not exact, but very similar, teacher and tutor might be used slightly differently. A teacher is probably someone who is employed by the government to work for a child, say, or a student, whereas a tutor is generally considered someone who is a private hire. So they're often used in slightly different ways. And here we have jump, and some very similar and close synonyms would be spring, leap, hop. Again, if we look at hop and jump, they're similar but not exactly the same. So just want to stress, synonyms do not always have the exact same meaning, but they're very similar. Okay, so what we'll do is run through 20 synonyms, 20 groups of synonyms that are going to help you really increase the range of your vocabulary. I'll define the first sort of root word, and then you'll see some synonyms for this word. So I would probably suggest getting a pen and paper and writing some of these down. Okay, let's begin. Up first, advantage. A favourable or beneficial circumstance or feature, and the synonyms you can see underneath. Disadvantage. The opposite of advantage, the antonym of advantage. Meaning a condition or circumstance that is unfavourable or inferior. Synonyms underneath, of course. Issue. Usually a subject or problem that is under discussion or consideration. So a problem that people are discussing. Solution, a common kind of topic and word that you might see in your Task 2 essay. Basically means to solve a problem or dealing with a tricky situation. Okay, let's move on to some more common words and their synonyms. Effect. So a change that is the result or consequence of an action. Cause, often linked with effect. A person or thing that gives rise to an action, phenomenon, or condition. Again, all these words can be commonly used within a range of Task 2 topics. Challenge. A task or situation that tests someone's abilities. Opportunity, definitely a positive thing generally. A set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. Development. The process of developing or being developed. Now, this word and its close synonyms often can be used within maps, which is something that you might see in IELTS Writing Task 1. However, in Task 2, there's probably a lot of times that we might be talking about developing processes or similar. So, a word that's actually useful for Task 1 academic and Task 2 as well. Trend. Again, I'm thinking of Task 1, but definitely something that might come up for Task 2 as well. a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Impact, and this can really be the result of something happening. Viewpoint, now this is something that is an important word within Task 2 because often we are sharing our own or even other people's viewpoints. And this is what it means, a particular way of thinking about something or generally considering a way of thinking about a topic, such as perspective or opinion. Policy, a course of action adopted or generally proposed, usually by organisations and businesses. Strategy, a plan of action or policy designed to achieve something. Approach, a way of dealing with a situation or problem, something that might come into a problem solution type question for Task 2. Dilemma, again a useful word for problem solution type questions. A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made. And our last group of essential synonym root words. Consequence, a result or effect of an action happening. Benefit, we often explore the positives and negatives, advantages and disadvantages, so this is an important word. An advantage or profit gained from something. Drawback, another very useful word there, but good to know the synonyms. Drawback, of course, is a disadvantage or negative aspect of something. And the final word for this lesson is influence. The capacity to have an effect on a character or behaviour. The capacity to get a person or someone to do something. Okay, so that's just a list of 20 really useful words and linked with some close synonyms. Again, synonyms are super useful when we're trying to use a range of vocabulary, which is very important within Task 2 essays.